Alright, so welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Kev's Weekly Pool. This time around was very special. There was a launch party for Doomsday Clock, which was a very highly anticipated comic that everybody been waiting for to come out, especially because, with the whole DC Rebirth thing going on, and who was the person who decided to rewrite the history and gave us the New 52 and all that. They, the writers and the creators for DC decided, like, let's say we messed up, but let's say somebody in the comic book world is the reason why we had the New 52, and is the reason why we're just now getting back to some of the characters that we know and love before the Crisis on Infinite Earth situation. So Doomsday Clock came out. It was a launch party that only a few comic book stores were participating in. Comic Collection was participating in it, and I went up there, stayed up there till midnight, and I got to meet my fellow Comic Collection readers. And we got to talking, and there was, not really a heated moment, but a conversation that came up to where it was like, we were only told we were allowed to buy DC comics only, but we couldn't buy Dark Horse, Marvel, Valiant, Image, and all the various other comic book, other comic books. And so we were all like, well, why can't we buy these other comic books? Why am I here at 12 o'clock buying just DC, and I'm going to come back later on in the day to buy new comic books? I mean, technically at 12 o'clock it's a new day. So there was a little talk going on, and we all had to remind ourselves, we can't really shoot or kill the messenger. He's just relaying the message, and we all understood that. We had nothing against Steve. We were just trying to figure out in our heads, why weren't these other companies allowed to just let us buy our comics at 12 o'clock. But then again, it came down to some of the comic book stores were participating in it, and some of the comic book stores were not participating in it. So it made a lot of sense. It wouldn't be fair, quotes, it wouldn't be fair for some comic book readers to be able to get their Doomsday Clock, not only their Doomsday Clock, but their DC weekly pool, and then also get their Marvel, Image, Valiant, Dark Horse, and Boom, and all that. So it wouldn't be fair. It's pretty much what we came to an understanding of. So we kind of got over it, and we got to talking. We got to know one another. I walk in there, I see some of these people from time to time. Say, hey, how you doing? Okay, and then the store owner kind of breaks the ice, and finds a way for us all to communicate and talk, and whether it's about movies or certain comic books and how the movies are or are not portraying them, and music and all that. So it was a very fun night. It was a very inspiring night. We definitely got to talk. My question that I had asked, because the question obviously pops up, who would win between Superman and Dr. Manhattan? Now, if anybody who knows Dr. Manhattan, essentially he can control material things, reshape them, reality warp them, and Superman is just he's strong, but I mean, if it really came down to it, Dr. Manhattan would snap his finger and Superman disappears. But my question was, if you took away the PTSD and the kryptonite between Martian Manhunter and Superman, who would win? That was my question. We got a good answer out of it. Prep time, Martian Manhunter. Non-prep time, it's really up to the writer and all that. But enough of me talking. I'll let you see this ugly mug. Alright, so that was a great, weekly pool that came out this week. Amazing. If you can notice the background behind me, finally back in the room, and I changed the scenery. Got me a shelf for my comic books. I got me my first collection of toys up there. Got some Funkos behind me. The Funkos that I unboxed, you can go check that out in Unboxing Tunes DC, and then there's a Marvel edition. Can't wait for the next one to come up for many more. But what I don't think you saw in my DC pool was Doomsday Clock. Now, I had gotten this the night that it came out, which was Wednesday morning, 12 o'clock. There was some comic book stores participated in the launch for Doomsday Clock. I'm pretty sure you're on YouTube and you're hearing everybody talk about Doomsday Clock. It is a great comic book. If you get a chance, please go pick it up. There's 4 different covers for it. I am solely just a collector of just a one-timer, so I bought this one, and that's that for me. But there was a variant cover where it's all white and black, so it's no color in it. Then there's one where it's like a 3D of Rorschach on it, and then there's another one holding up a picket sign saying the end is here. So definitely great comic books that came out this week, including this one that I was fortunate enough to pick up and read. If you haven't watched or read The Watchmen, in order to understand this, that's all you need to know. Jeff Johns said to either read The Watchmen or have seen the movie. Just know who this guy is and who Batman is, and you're pretty much good to go. There are a couple lead ups to it, but I mean, it's mainly just what's going to be in this 12-issue series with the first issue out already. So what a great Kev's Weekly Pool this was. As usual, as I always ended, I've been Kev, you've been you. Please go check out my other videos, like and subscribe to the channel for more videos such as Kev's Weekly Pool, and let's stay in tune.